Now the question is going forward, okay, how are locals going to clean up these rolls, and what's the commission going to have to do in light of this decision to kind of help them do this? Because other thing is, there was a little bit of you mentioned the 71,000 who they haven't found yet, who did not vote in November. The other kind of aspect of this decision is that it did play a role in the complaints that Donald Trump supporters had about the 2020 election. They tried to sow doubts about the results, and because these voters weren't removed, there was a problem. This kind of, the finding that the 71,000 did not vote kind of helps tamp down that complaint. Also worth noting that there were about 17,000 voters who did not move, were identified by Eric as possibly having moved, that if they had gone through this, removing of the rolls, they would have been pulled off even though they hadn't moved and would have to re-register to vote in November.
Right, and this does have implications for the use of ERIC and Wisconsin's participation in ERIC going forward. If it is up, to locals to administer this process, that means, I suppose, that in big elections in 2022, we won't see a process beforehand, before the November election, for example, of a removal of thousands of voters from the rolls that were flagged by other government databases as having potentially moved. So that's one thing to watch for going forward, exactly as you said, JR, is how will this be administered at the local level and when?
Rewind. Your Week in Review is sponsored by the Wisconsin Realtors Association, bringing Wisconsin communities to life with great homes, businesses, and neighborhoods. The Wisconsin Realtors Association, the voice of real estate.